What we actually recently saw at the kind of middle of October, so October 12th, it actually broke out above this and confirmed above that trend line. Then we slowly saw it come back down, and what we say is it revisited the scene of the crime. So it revisited that trend line, and right when it hit that trend line, it was actually election day, funny enough. And so obviously we saw that massive Trump pump, if you will. We saw this thing go pretty insane.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of WagmiTV. We are celebrating this epic pump of a week with a meme coin episode. You know, everyone loves memes. They're calling this cycle the meme coin supercycle. There's thousands of new memes launching every day. And if you hit the right one, you too can make it. Today, you know, obviously this channel is super focused on the base ecosystem. We're going to be covering the top base meme in the ecosystem right now, which is the one and only Brett. So we're going to give you some technical analysis, some price targets, what we're expecting. Obviously, you know, up, well over 60% this week, and we're looking for more gains here. So yeah, Mata, take it away with the TA on Brett. As always, none of this is financial advice, but we love Brett, and so let's hit
it. Yeah, let me take you through just generally what I'm seeing. So this is the Brett chart on a daily basis, right? We can see that it has made quite the pump. So if we're looking for some general trend lines, right? So this is spawning essentially from the all-time high, but not the actual wicks, just the closings of the all-time highs. It actually comes through a couple of these highs as well. We saw it bounce off a few times as resistance. What we actually recently saw at the kind of middle of October, so October 12th, it actually broke out above this and confirmed above that trend line. Then we slowly saw it come back down, and what we say is it revisited the scene of the crime. So it revisited that trend line, and right when it hit that trend line, it was actually election day, funny enough. And so obviously we saw that massive Trump pump, if you will. We saw this thing go pretty insane. The other trend line we were looking at was kind of from this all-time high from right around the launch time through some of these local lows after the all-time high, where we saw it break down from here. And then we just recently pumped above that, retested it slightly, and confirmed above it, which is really interesting to see as if you're bullish on Brett, right? The next couple levels we are looking at are, of course, a little bit of resistance right here, which we've run into slightly. The next resistance being right up here, and then the final resistance being the all-time high. So that would be 15 cents-ish, about 64 cents, and then right around 19 cents at that all-time high. So those are the next couple levels of resistance that we'll see ourselves running into. Interestingly enough, like if we take a fib, right? So this has moved pretty insane, right? So if we were to have a little bit of a retrace, we would expect this to come back down to, 13 or potentially, in this range between the 50% retrace at about 11%. And then that could actually make the next movement up here. So if we do see it retrace, those are kind of the areas we're looking to buy is in that area, right? Of course, if we tank right through those, then we have to redo our entire analysis on all of this. But it has been really awesome to see this thing pump. We are looking fairly strong, but we do have a couple of resistance levels here that we're coming up against. So not necessarily the best time to buy, right, Brett? I think obviously before this big pump would have been awesome, especially when Bitcoin started moving like crazy. But this is where we're at, and I think there's going to be some periods of entry for us if this is something you're looking to get into. But any comments on that, guys?
Mata, what do you think, like, if we were to break, like, the upside, resistance, where on the fib levels would you say we're kind of targeting?
Yeah, theoretically, right? Once we get above that all-time high, we're looking at price discovery, right? So one thing that we often do, and it worked really well on Bitcoin, actually to kind of call that 91ish K high that we just ran into. I mean, you're looking at a very, very high price for this, right? So if this continues to go, eventually it will run into other resistances, but the main top line resistance is going to be way up here around 50 cents. So from here, that'd be a crazy move, right? Around 200%, something like that. But yeah, that would be the next area I'd be targeting if you're like really in a long and trying to play this thing above all-time highs. Those are some of the areas that I'd potentially start to look at taking profits if it makes it up to those ranges. But of course, again, tons of resistances to break in the meantime, right? There's going to be fluctuations. But from a long-term perspective, those are some of the things to start to consider.
No, that's super helpful, Mata. Great analysis on that side. And if you actually think about it, right, at a $1.5 billion market cap for Brett, a 2 to 3x is not that far away, right? Like, we have Pepe at almost 10 billion market cap. Obviously, Doge is probably, Doge is approaching like all-time highs now, and that was at, I think, like 60 billion or something absolutely crazy. So a 3 to 4x or whatever pump that would be on Brett, especially if it starts getting the centralized exchange listings, Coinbase, Robinhood, all of these guys now starting to list these meme coins. Even one of those could easily push it that way. So yeah, no, great work on the targets there. Ev, what were you thinking?
Yeah, no, I think that's great points, and I think the big factor here is when we look at the different networks of the meme coins that we've covered. We've got obviously huge ones like Doge that live on Ethereum. We've got Bonk, Whiff, some of those huge ones on Solana, and Brett is really that front runner on base, and so I think it's kind of going to determine how big some of these meme coins can get on base. Obviously there's somewhat of a barrier of entry having to bridge some of your tokens from Ethereum to base or move them from, Coinbase to base. And so I think not only are we in price discovery, but we're also kind of in network discovery of how big can these meme coins get on base and how does this pave the way for other meme coins on base. I think if you look at the Coinbase wallet or, just CoinMarketCap to look at the other base meme coins, you're seeing other meme coins shoot up in price, obviously in market cap. And so this is really going to, I think, also decide how big of a base meme coin season we're going to have. So it's definitely one that it's important to watch the growth with Brett.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, and I feel like there's one thing that's always true about crypto traders is that they're going to sniff out opportunity, and wherever it is, whatever chain it's on, they're going to come to it. And I think that we saw that this past year, right? Where last bull run it was all about Ethereum meme coins, and then all of a sudden now it's all Solana meme coins, right? That's where all the big gains are. So it'd be interesting to see like if it kind of funnels downhill once kind of Sol seems kind of played out, maybe towards the later half of this bull run, if Brett and base meme coins start getting more attention. And they benefit from the meme coin craze in general. So I think that's a great point. That'll be interesting.
100%. All good stuff here, guys. And for those either new to the channel or here again, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let us know what your favorite meme coin is. Could be on Base, could be on Solana. If you want us to cover any meme coins that you guys are involved in, definitely let us know that. We're here for the meme coin supercycle. And with that, we will see you next time here on Wagmi TV.